So we're kicking off the upcoming year's campaign right about now. We've started to form the campaign cabinet, which will include me, Liza Borges, who's a big fan of this show. We'll be participating again, and a few key others.
You are in the Volvo of Charlottesville studio.
I am, in fact, so I'm sure Liza's watching from somewhere. So we're assembling our key volunteers and assembling lists of companies who are interested in having campaigns. As you can imagine, Joe, the need out there is great this year. We had an excellent campaign last year. As the economy started to go down, we were all a little bit worried, but things came in very close to what our budget was going in, what our target was, and which speaks to the generosity of the people in Charlottesville. So very encouraging, very exciting, and this year, if anything, the need is that much greater.
Are you looking for people who need something done in their behalf, or are you looking for people who are looking for ways they can help their community?
All the above. Okay. All the above. I mean, United Way is a great place to start if you have needs, or if you have something done at your if you need a project done at your nonprofit for our annual Day of Caring, which is coming up next month. Is that right, Kim?
That's right.
But this is also something a little bit more broad than just one day of the Day.
Yeah, the annual campaign runs the whole year really, and it raises all the funds that United Way gives out to the local nonprofits. So this is our source of funding for the year, and so it's a big deal.
And there have been, and this is something that I think sort of is like when we talk to Reeves and Peter in the real estate market. The misconception is Wall Street's main statistics are down, but that doesn't mean people aren't making profits or having success in their businesses. So it must be very difficult for you to go out and beat those bushes because the pop culture says, oh, everybody's having a tough time.
Well, there's pros and cons to that, as you'd guess. I mean, there's certainly the con that the hard part that you're talking about, but the pro is that you don't have to convince anybody that times are tough and need is great. I mean, that's on the forefront of people's minds right now, and if anything, people are more generous and more aware of how important it is that they give whatever they can to support their neighbors.
Well, and also to all the folks at Virginia National Bank who help you out and give you the opportunity to do this, because this is a pretty robust program that you undertake on behalf of the United Way every year, Dan.
It is. It's a lot of fun. We've got great staff at United Way, which is one of the main reasons I'm willing to be involved. Folks like Kim and Caroline, who's been mentioned. So that they do a lot of the heavy lifting for us, but it's a fun effort, and it's very worthwhile.
What are you looking for? Is it just does it surprise you every year when something new comes along that you hadn't thought of? I'm sorry. Hi, Mom. Kim's.
Joe, you've got a face for radio. Let's stick to that.
Ouch! Ouch! When the bankers start.
You're right there with me.
Delivering body blows.
That's the same problem.
Oh, stop. So does anything ever really surprise you when you sit down to this, or is every year like a discovery zone almost, where you find things that you didn't know were out there, resources that you didn't know were out there, that kind of thing? Yeah,
every year is really encouraging. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I'm involved, is just how encouraging it is to see folks step up to the plate and meet needs that are out there. This year, I mean, if you're interested in helping out with the United Way's campaign this year, there's two ways that I mentioned you could get involved. One is we need volunteers to be what we call community executives. Those are folks who go out and work with area businesses who run campaigns within their business and help those businesses facilitate spreading the message to their employees about United Way. So that's a great way to get out there in the community, meet various business owners and employees, work on public speaking skills, and just get to know more about your community. The second big way folks could help is if your business does not currently run an employee campaign, we would love to have you participate with us. It's easy. We make it very straightforward to run a campaign within your workplace and have your employees have the opportunity to participate financially in the good work of United Way.
Dan, we'll be right back to you and Kim in a moment here on News Talk 1260 AM and 94.1 FM.